All right, today's video is a little different. We're going to be touring a park that I did not make. This is the Lynn Paleogardens by Primal Gamer. So yeah, this is where you can find it on the workshop. There's the name. There's Primal Gamer's workshop ID. Be sure to give them an upvote. It's your duty as a viewer. So we're going to do this, I think, on foot. We'll just start here in the nice little parking lot, which is not conducive to foot traffic. Let's start over here. Let's not start in the parking lot. There we go. The collision's a little weird in first-person mode, it seems. Immediately, a very interesting and immersive entrance. The open walkways feel very zoo-like. I do like this. A lot of detail put in. The signage is appreciated. Highway in the middle of the Costa Rican jungle. I mean, you gotta get to the park somewhere. It's also nice just to tour a park in like first person mode. You can hear the animals before you see them. Now I should say this park butts up against complexity limits, and I went ahead and finished up his intended roster, putting a few more animals in the boat tour. So if you download it, you will see slightly less animals than you will see in this video eventually, maybe. I always appreciate a good Parasaurolophus statue. Ah, 2 bathrooms. Less lines. Perfect. You're not seeing any lemurs? Not that kind of park, man. Now, I guess the question is, when we're on first-person mode, and I'm not familiar with the park build, how difficult is it going to be for me to find attractions? I suppose this is an entrance. Can I actually go through here? Oh no, I'm trapped. The park is closed. I guess it is night out. We'll have to leave. Ooh, I like the waterfall over there. Ah, yeah, we didn't buy our admission ticket. Of course. Of course, that was the problem. 1 ticket, please. All right, thank you. We're not even in the park yet. We're at the ticket booth. Been practicing your building. That's important. It's an important thing to do. I like the integration of the statues into the edges. It's very, very much zoo vibes. No swimming. Oh man. Wait, hold on. Can I? If we do this. Ha! You can't stop me. Breaking the law. All right, let's go jump the turnstile. Here's the view of the entrance plaza from the air. You've got the there's the title, the nice dinosaur skeleton behind it. I like the archway. That's very nice. Ah, with some tables and chairs. Those are what they're called. Sitting there too. All right, jumping over back to first person. Now that we have acquired our ticket. Oh, can we go in here? The hitbox does not allow us. Yeah, putting like signs and stuff like this in makes the experience of touring the park from the ground feel much more immersive. It feels more like a real zoo that way. Definitely a lot of those small details I've always neglected in my parks. Okay, we can go that way, or we can go this way. We got some shops. The the cliff edge there on the map border actually looks pretty nice. Just looking at, you know, the park down below it. We need some like we need like an immersive map, like a small kiosk that actually has a map that like replicates the layout of the park in small, so you can figure out where to go. Humble beginnings. Well, that seems like a good direction for us to head. I like the bamboo lining the side of the building. That's a good look. The Triassic. That's where my guys are. The desert vibe of the deco there works pretty well for the sign. Herrera. We should we're on fast speed. Let's go on regular speed for the true immersive experience. There we go. Come back. Definitely like the attention placed for the animal environments. Both the landscaping is really good. Having the little like areas that feel like they are, you know, kind of paced back and forth by the animals, and then these rock outcroppings that the trails kind of like loop around. The variety of plants is really well done, and then you get, you know, the little animal enrichment things and the shade shelters and stuff add a lot to it. I also appreciate the use of all the custom fences. I find building custom fences to be pretty tedious and frustrating. I really wish we had like a dynamic fence tool would be cool. If you could design like a segment of fence and the game would just let you use that to lay out an entire fence without you having to put each individual segment down. Maybe that's a little too ambitious, but it's the kind of thing I would think would benefit the game a lot. Oh, cool. Yeah, this park is excellent. I like the, what is it, like a Joshua tree? I don't live in the desert. I live in Wisconsin. We don't have these. I'm getting stuck on the rock. I got free somehow. The just tucked in the corner like that is a good look. Did you know? And the Permian Palace over there. Cool. Got Coelophysis down there behind the rock somewhere. There he is. Why am I moving? The game is forcing me back from the fence. Let's check out the Permian Palace. See if we can walk in the door. Nice. You can never be too sure that the doors are going to let you in. If only Plateosaurus was thinking, do tell me about it. Why do we not have Plateosaurus? We should do, yeah, a little hide UI action. Vaporeon? Yes, true. Ah, Nostro. Ball's bigger than the Lystrosaurus. Do not feed the animals. Synapsids. True. No dinosaurs here, only synapsids. What we got over here? Ma'am, how you doing today? Wish you could build this well. Me too. Yeah, more transparent glass would be good too. Oh, I could see behind the door. we detect anybody with our UI powers? Just glad you could do it this well considering it's a PS5 controller. Yeah, doing this on controller, I can't imagine. I get fiddly enough trying to align things on a PC, and if I had to do it with a controller, I think I'd lose my shit. Nice. Sauropod Swamp. They're gonna get it on in the sex lane. Well, that's cool. I really like the hanging skeleton. That's a good shot as you come down the path here. Seeing that ahead of you. The river cruise. The lights add a lot. I didn't even know you could do that. We'll take a boat ride in a second. Let's look in here, though. Yeah, that's cool with the skeleton up there. That's like the Chicago Field Museum. They have a spinoskeleton hanging above the seating area at like the entrance. This build was Evo squared? Okay. You definitely got to use other people's buildings to speed your stuff up. If you have to make every building from scratch, you're going to be there. Forever. Alright. I guess we control this manually. I've never been kayaking. My friends try to get me to go, and I'm like, I don't know about that. That's not for me. Although, now, if I was going kayaking in a dinosaur park, that would be the place to do it. I like the, this got a really good swamp vibe with the mangroves and these lily pads and stuff. Tour won't organically go. For some reason, you can only do it manually. The boats are pretty weird. It might be like a hitbox collision thing somewhere that makes it heck strange. We need Ferris wheels. Yeah, I think a few kind of rides like that would go far. Like, multiple people have asked for the Bone Shaker from Jurassic Park the game. Like, having a basic roller coaster of some kind would be pretty cool. Ferris wheel. Just wish it wasn't so slow. Yeah, it is pretty slow. Was that the Hypsy exhibit back there? Didn't notice anybody running around, but it's just a moody swamp tour. The ambiance is nice, though, of the animal sounds. Like the boat, you know, adds to that whole sound. Entrance pool for realism to negate more escape attempts. Right on. There's something there. Is it just a plant? Yeah, it's just a plant. I hear them. They're here somewhere. I hear their little grunts. Do you think that people do this actual Spinosaurus in Jurassic World? I mean, technically we don't know if, you know, they used invisible fences or something to contain them away from the kayak, but Still, yeah, letting a kayak that close to a Spinosaurid of some kind, a barrier or Suco, feels dodgy. There's a guy. Hypsy in the mangroves. Their footsteps are almost louder than they are. There's another one. It's following us. Do we go backwards? Because there's another path on the other side. Yeah, the invisible fences probably wouldn't stop a predator that really wanted you. Birds and glass, yeah. Drosaurus. And a stego right ahead. Nice. We're seeing all the animals. It's not like real Jurassic because we actually get to see the dinosaurs on the tour. So glad they added Hypsy. Yeah, I like the Hypsy. I will defend him. A lot of people called him a reskin Dryo, and that ain't true. He's got different bodily proportions. He feels a lot lower to the ground because his legs are a bit shorter. Oh, nice. It's a good shot of the stego there coming out. I really, really wish you could keep the animals limited to their variants when they're breeding. Because I like the Lost World Stego so much more than the Jurassic World one. Better patterns on the Hypsy, yeah. The Dryo's not bad, but... Malocephaly skin? Maybe. Well, we made it through the Stego exhibit without getting murdered. That's good. Like the reeds here along the sides. And that the waterway feels like more open now, which makes sense for like an area that's got larger animals. Yeah, more European representation. Another good reason for Hypsy to be in the game. Also, it's a novel species alongside Dryo, so both should be there. But I'll always advocate for the novel animals, even when they're a little redundant. Alright, well, we should be looking for an aloe here. I can see the meat enrichment up there, under the shelter. I guess the upside of a manually controlled boat over a tour car is you could just stop the boat and wait. Wait for them to show. You wouldn't trust the guests to not intentionally get killed by the dinosaurs? Yeah. Try pulling insurance scams. People just running up and like slapping a stego so they can sue. They just get knocked into next week. I hear the stomping. Oh, there's one up on the hill. This is something I want to do more of in one of the upcoming park builds. Use elevation more for the animals. Because I like the look of that like rock ledge behind the tree and see it, just like seeing the aloe in the distance up on the hill, kind of. It's a good look. Oh, there they both are. Inside of each other. Ruining the illusion. Get out of there. People are watching. You can't do that on YouTube. Some real zoo inspo from your volunteer work. Put food in scenic spots to ensure good viewing. Yeah. She's coming around. Or he. I forget. I always forget what the Big Rock Aloe, which one's the male. I think that's actually the male there, because the females are the spicier ones. Crash the zoo in the lion habitat and the wings have AC, so they sleep near the glass? That's wild. That's why you don't give lions a plane to fly. Yeah, no, JWE 3, for all the nitpicks and criticisms I've especially recently levied at the game, like, creatively speaking, there's no competition with the other ones. The only argument for JWE 2 is management. The economic balancing is just better in 2, and that's really it. And I guess you could make some roster arguments depending on which animals you feel are more important than others, but yeah. Somebody's dying. That's non-canon. Don't worry about it. The Parasaurolophus, a classic. This should be the main herbivore enclosure, so we should have more good range of animals to see here. We'll probably end the kayak section of the tour after this, rather than loop all the way back, because it doubles back through the exhibits. You really can't do a boat tour without having para on it. It's got to be there. Someone dying is canon? Maybe. Need the toy update? These enrichment items being custom made. It's an unnecessary percentage in the console version. Yeah. And they're probably made of a lot of individual pieces, right? So I don't know exactly how all that works, but I would assume that makes it worse. Wish you had a zoo near you. Yeah, seeing a big zoo is pretty cool. Not to like rub it in or anything, but I like that the paras are kind of hanging out there on like a sandbar or a beach. It's kind of fun. Coincidental, because they could be anywhere. Oh, Styrax. We got a Brachii in the distance. We gotta go over and check out the Styrax. My favorite ceratopsian. Got a nice male. I think I've upset them. They don't like boats. Your local zoo is still an hour and 20? Damn. Always a nice view seeing a Brachii come out of the tree line like that. Couldn't do the sauropod house you wanted. Joe, is that because the complexity limit caught up to you? You just didn't have the amount of space left to do it? There's one para over here just hanging out by himself. Oh no, there's more than one. Or maybe this is the group crossing over from the other side. A nice apatosaur-sized house. Everybody's just scared of boats. Like, the animals spread out and don't clump as much. I wish they had it, like, varied a little bit by the animals. Like, when I have Gallimimuses, I kind of want them stampeding around in a cluster. But then when I have other animals, I want them spread out more. A baby! It's just kind of, yeah, I don't even know. We're not going to find out what's dying. Nothing is dying. Don't look at that part of the screen. That's not happening. Things like that, though, like little AI tweaks to different animals, like the rate at which they want to herd versus like wander off on their own, would help. Yeah, there's the babies. Two of them right there, and a third one behind us. Getting right underfoot. Nobody look. Give him privacy. You done yet? Okay. Ah! Well, we began with the paras in this exhibit, and we end with the paras. That's a good, we brought it full circle. That's a good way to do it. I'm just chasing this baby. I'm gonna get arrested. Alright, let's get back to the footpath. So, here's the overview of the boat tour. Oh, it is a Hypsilophodon over here trying to die. Well, maybe we can grab... Oh, he's probably gonna be fine. But yeah, we came this way, so we went out here. Through the Hypses, then through the Stegodryo, Aloe, and then back around this way. So we were on this path. There's the... Oops. Okay. So yeah, there's the sky, the overview of it. Looks good from the air too. Like it has a good sense of like, you know, river delta, like spreading out of the river and stuff to it. If those words make any sense. Here's the boathouse. Yeah, then we had the... What was in this incident? Ah, this was outdoor Dimetrodon area. That's why we didn't see them, because we saw them both in the house before. That's why they didn't come out here. So yeah, this is the fence area that we walked in front of. This was the boathouse. Coelophysis and Herrerasaurus exhibits. Both having a nice desert vibe. Very cool. Okay. And then this was the central area, and then we have other stuff over there. So let's get back So the ground level about here. Just not food by that Hypsilophodon? Yeah, maybe. If we see more crop up, we might need to save them. Where is it that the babies had the right gender color? 2 boys are green and the females are brown. I always liked the headcanon idea that the difference between like the Lost World and JP3 parasaurs is that the JP3 ones are during breeding season, so they've like changed color from brown to green. I thought that would have been a cool concept to like canonize, but it's just a fan theory. Vet office tubes. Anybody need to use the bathroom over here? Go now. Yeah, the Moros are always really bad about starving. That's just their thing. Myasora. I see a baby running around in there. Yeah, the forest walk here is really nice. It's a Vileplume. Like, it does a good job of feeling like a zoo, but also still feeling Jurassic Parky because it's all very jungly and there's a lot of rock and stuff. It's a good way of like mixing the aesthetics almost in a way. Type C has a skill issue. Felt natural to have the good mother lizard in your mother's park. Yeah. Myasora deserves to be in a lot of parks. It got a hell of a glow up in this game. Moros versus Dying Ant, who wins? The Moros probably just trips and kills itself. The baby's just zooming everywhere. It's a good zoo moment. Oh, I like the eggshells. That's a nice detail. That's really good. Okay, so we got something over there, or we got this direction. Yeah, Ant wins by default. Site entrance. Oh, this is backlot stuff? Yeah. There's the hatchery. What kind of nerd would be sitting on a bench by the hatchery? There's dinosaurs out there. Why are you here? Get in the park. Go look at things. You gotta, give them a little shit every now and then. Maya's your mom's favorite dinosaur? It's a good one. It's a good pick. God, where's this footpath going? Employees only. The door's locked. We can't get in. You actually made it work for nighttime. That affects the piece count. Yeah. They're not going to cut you any slack, unfortunately. I wonder if they had a way to like pre-combine pieces together so that they stop being separate assets when you loaded them into the park. If that could be a way for them to get around like the complexity meter a bit. Sauropelta and what, Chasmosaurus in the back it looks like. Like, pre-combines are a thing for games like Fallout to help it, load in a relatively reasonable time. Like, theoretically, Troodon enclosure, theoretically, you could use something like that, too, in this game to, like, make it work better. But I suppose converting solitary assets into a pre-combined piece, having the player control that maybe requires a little more tech than they're willing to come up with. I don't know, something like that, with my limited experience in game dev, feels like it would be useful. I like these are clearly custom made drinking fountains. That is a lot of work for such a small thing. I like the little raptor fountain piece being used as the drinking head. A lot of habitat buildings have interiors too. Yeah, that'll also sink you. Yeah, like even the glass on like the actual like domes and stuff is rather foggy. I feel like even the default glass should be a little better to look through. It's kind of just a little rough. The classic sound. So I think we had another fork in the road. We could have went a different direction. Why are they so stompy? Stuck. Okay, I got through. I feel like they need to tune down the footsteps a little bit. I feel like the footsteps of the Psittacosaurus should not be the most obvious sound right now. But at least they aren't leaving giant dust clouds behind them. Could be worse. The Tyranno Tunnel. I passed an area? Oh, what'd I miss? Ooh, that's really hard to see, unfortunately. That's a bit better. There's the Rexes. Oh yeah, you can zoom in this camera mode. I didn't remember that. The striping on the Rex looks really nice from this angle. And a juvenile. Oh, they knocked their thing over there, maybe? That's funny. Is he just like watching out for the other one? Just watching him while they sleep?
This illustrious theropod is one of the world's most iconic dinosaurs, and among the largest.
Ah, this is mostly because this is looking at a wall.
Ever walked the earth.
Alright, what did we miss here? Protons. So we got the Ornithomimus. We got all this we haven't seen yet. Where did we come from? We came from here? Yeah. Basically going the wrong way, this area. Oh, okay. We still got a lot to look at. Well, this is very much like the kind of exhibit I've seen at a zoo. Who's in there? Oh, I see a stegosaur. Couldn't tell which one in the back there. Behind the fern. Thagomizer. I got the aviary. And the refill station. You always gotta have one of those. Can I sneak in? Oh, don't fit. Did I see the King's Trail area? I think I missed that. I kind of just picked a direction and started walking. Where's the actual entrance to, like, the aviary? Or is it just like, oh, well, they're as dark as you can see them anyway? Huh. There we go. Found it. I found it myself.
During most of your tour, the appropriate information will be automatically...
Turns out these guys were in the Rebirth script. That the pets we got in Rebirth was probably originally planned to be Thanatos Draken. Which is interesting. Alright, where was this King's Trail we missed? Is that over here? Just guessing. Whoa. Oh man. Okay, so we came this way? Yeah, that's the Troodon. That's the backlot stuff. There's the Rexes. Oh, that didn't happen. That's not canon. Is it this way past the Tyranno? Where the Ornithomimus is. Ah. Okay. Well, we'll head over that way. Oh, nice. You can see the Rex, just barely. Oh, is that a... looks like a Triceratops? A fake Triceratops? A little enrichment item. There's the other one. Cool. Souvenirs. Oh, jeez. That's a good shot. Very cool. Glad they could put on a show for us. Would like to make Jurassic World South America when we get Ile Saint-Hubert. Yeah. It would work, you know, we'll get a map with it probably, so it would be useful for that. You're in Rex country. Cool, 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 cool. Backlot stuff. The bones in the cave are a nice detail. Rex is going to walk in their moat for privacy. Yeah, I figured that's what that was with that first Rex we saw. From what kind of head height. It was down in the moat. It's kind of fun to actually have to look for the animals. It makes it feel like a real zoo, you know? Bunch of trikes, including some babies.
Squaring off against its fierce rival Tyrannosaurus Rex, have captured the imaginations of adults and children alike for many a decade.
Good interior building view. The Trike House. Even these like little sectioned off like employee walkways add a lot to the vibe too. These are good. Make it all feel more real. All right, let's take to the air again. So this puts us right next to the, ignore that, that didn't happen. Right next to the river area there. So Trike House. So the guest buildings, here's the Rex exhibit from the air with the little moat around the front. This great little crate Triceratops. And there's the building proper. And yeah, this way was the aviary. Did we miss anything else in this corner then? We did, yeah. All this back here we haven't seen. So that comes off there? Let's do this back corner first. Maybe? The actor that spits out facts about dinosaurs, voiced by William Roberts, the man who did the audiobook for the first JP novel. That's cool. I didn't know that. Is this, yeah, that's the Stego exhibit there. Not Stegosaurus, but, Stegosaurid, Chungkings. Where did I miss the side panel? Like... So I put the camera down there. That's the aviary. Here's Pat. Anki, Hell Creek, Herbivore Hab, and the Ornithomimus. Yeah, yeah. Well, we got to do the whole middle part of the park still. This is a nice walk. All the bamboo sections make me think a bit of the Smithsonian, because they got a nice bamboo trail going into the Asian section. It's pretty cool. Cave viewings.
Icon.
Fantastic animal, the Guanlong. Really nice animal. Nice for it to be here exactly when we went inside. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the dead dino's a hype seed, but that didn't happen. It's non-canon. He's alive in our hearts. Oh, it's the back of the Chungking exhibit. Nice. I like the little pond here. The plants are losing their mind a little bit. Well, we've been here for like 2 days. the sun's gone down again. Okay, that's the Guanlongs again. That's a bathroom. Love the cave at night, yeah. Hear them everywhere. There's one. What we got in here? Hard to toggle highlight when you're in the galleries. South America.
The area of the screen displaying the appropriate icon.
Well, there's the Marga over there. Deep water at multiple elevations in Zootekken 2. I don't know. I still haven't played it. Well, they're in there somewhere. Not every animal is going to put on a show. Oh, you can crouch. How about that? And you can run? Oh shit, wait, I could run this whole time? I didn't even look. I didn't even notice on the UI that there was a button for that. Just maximum speed. Yeah, they're over there. Still can't see them. Well, there we go. So close, the tail is right here. Get the phase through with first person view and there's an interior. Oh, and in this building here? How do I do that? Oh, the micro house. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. And the Okay, I got myself inside at least one set of doors. I can't tell where I am, though. Okay, so that's probably the exhibit side there. Hold on, and here. Can I put it just through the roof? Yes, that works. Okay, okay. Yeah, there's a little guy. Melocephaly and a juvenile. A bunch of them coming in. Cool. Is there anybody in this little tiny section? Or is it for the vibes? That's compies. Suppose I would see them like this with the UI on, they would get highlighted. Yeah. All right. Very cool. Yeah, more like enterable buildings that worked better, that weren't a little awkward to get inside of would be fun. Like, this works well once you figure out how to get inside, but it'd be nice if the game was a little smoother transitioning into them. So yeah, moroses were here. And there are micros in there too, so that's all one exhibit there. And I'm assuming these guys were, specifically this doorway here was the morose. And you can't really see them much from here. You can see them, but they're small. Yeah, the tour is great. It's fun to tour a park this way. Like, when you don't know what you're going to see, it's an interesting way to do it. So that was it for this section, right? Yeah, that gets us to the end. So yeah, from the air then, this was the micro house. Amargas were back here. Rushed all through this way. And then we had the Chungking and the Guanlong in their little cave. Could we take a peek in the cave? Yeah. Fun. Go on a little adventure. Sneaking into the exhibit. Cool. Yeah, the tour in parks like this is pretty fun. We got to do more of these. Submit your parks if you have ones you're proud of. All right, so where's the last section? So this stuff here, Ornithos, Ankies, Trikes, and the various Pachycephalosaurs. So that is back in there. There's probably a path that splits off that way then. Can you go this way? Cool. You can actually walk around the amenity in the first-person mode. It's pretty neat. Well, you can't go this side. Okay, so we went this way before. To the left of the Troodon viewing glass. Come on, Sora. Maximum speed. The Troodon were still up here, right? Or am I misremembering? Good look at the Chasmo. That's a nice, that's a very nice frill on that guy there. Ah, was it this branch? Yeah, there's the Troodon. Yeah, there's the King's Trail. It's an appropriate sign. We'll take our time now. No more sprinting. We're out of breath. That's a lovely Ornithomimus. I really like the blue. That really stands out well at a distance. There's a... rendering's getting a little weird, huh? No, we startled him. Honestly, the game does a surprisingly good job with the sound mixing of making it feel fairly immersive walking around like this. I don't think I've ever really given it credit for that before. And now we definitely have more reason to walk around like this. It's a nice shot. Pachycephalosaurus and Monosaurus. This is the Hell Creek stuff. Stiggies. You better get going. Alright, we'll catch you later, Siren. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, release free. Yeah, I guess the it's when the camera rotates more, the textures go low res on me. Interesting. Well, let's release ourselves. The diner. It's also just fun to see like other parts of the park kind of in the backdrop. That always adds an interesting feel to things. Yeah, did we miss anybody else in here? No, it looks like we got kind of everybody. Ah, the Yankees. Yeah, we didn't see those guys. And that is because they're over here somewhere. There we go. All these logs probably filled all the complexities. Yeah, maybe a lot of logs. But it looks good. It's always the trade-off, right? Oh, and another view of the Hell Creek exhibit. And some headbutting going on right there in front of us. Very nice. Yeah, good sight line here. Ah. Nice little Anki hut. Yeah, I think that might be a lot of logs. Yeah, just like the placement of the vegetation and like the more open like walking areas and stuff adds a lot. I definitely have a lot of exhibits I make that are just, here's some plants splashed around the area. Oh, is there anything else to see this direction? Ah, this loops around to the Triceratops house. Okay. Well, I think we've seen everything now. Here's the Hell Creek exhibit from the air. Got a good creek bed, dried out creek bed look to it, which is appropriate. Edmano checking out the enrichment item, if only. Oh, yeah, the Anki Dome exhibit here. And they got their own little house back here. Ah, we can even go inside. I was just curious what was tucked over here, but it's just equipment. Find the shiny baby Stiggy. Alright. We'll go look for that in a second. Here's a little ornithomimus area. And their little barn. Yeah, so that's kind of everything in that little center section. Alright, shiny baby Stinky. Who do we got? We could just, of course, scroll through them, but where's the fun in that? Can't tell which ones are actually juvenile. I wonder what they look like. Would I willing to go to a crappy zoo but have prehistoric animals? You bet. Hell yeah. Okay, that's definitely juvenile. So they're about that big. Or is he the shiny one? Because he's the only one I found. What is wrong with you? Why are you blue? There's a blue, a more vibrant one. Oh yeah, because everybody else is pretty gray. Even if it was just like 3 different kinds of ammonites, I mean, I'd probably be less inclined to go in that case, yeah, if it was just a few ammonites. Alright. Well, there's a nice look at it from above. There's a pretty good, like, view of it here. Because you get a few of the buildings, you can tell the valley's pretty well filled. A few dinosaurs in the front. Alright, well that'll be it for this tour. So yeah, if people like this kind of video, definitely let me know. We can do more of these. We can tour more people's parks. And yeah, once again, make sure you check out Primal Gamers Park on the workshop and give them a thumbs up. Till next video.